Hello and welcome to the House of Blues, where I talk everything Chelsea and sometimes beyond, and I'm here to focus on the WSL and to bring news, reviews and points of view to you, our wonderful Chelsea crew. My name's Buchanan, and each week I'll bring you a few videos on Chelsea's fantastic women's team, including pre-match chat, predictions, match reviews, so be sure to drop a like if you like and sub to the channel if you want to keep in the loop and show your support. Right, let's get into it. So firstly, we have a new manager at Chelsea, as I'm sure you are all aware by now. After 12 incredible years, the magnificent Emma Hayes has left the club to join the US women's national team. And what a legacy she's left behind. At Chelsea, Emma won the WSL 7 times, won the Spring Series once, the FA Cup 5 times, the League Cup twice, and won the FA Community Shield. We will always be grateful for Emma and what she's done for our club, and we wish her the absolute best in her new role in the States. Later this year, I'll run a feature on Emma and her achievements, but for now, let's look to the future. Sonia Bonpastor. Sonia has the ideal ingredients to take on a club like Chelsea. Being a former player, she knows the ropes from grassroots. Being a former manager of Lyon's academy for 8 years means she knows youth and how to raise them within a club. And being a serial winner, she knows how to manage the stellar levels of expectation and pressure that come with being at the helm of a huge club like Chelsea. Now, if we compare Sonia to Emma, we can see how similar they are in terms of calibre. Under Emma's reign at Chelsea, she clocked up an impressive 241 wins out of 342. Crazy. And registered an astounding 71% win percentage, which is more than Pep Guardiola, who many consider the greatest manager in the men's game. So really we should now be seeing Emma Hayes as the benchmark for managerial excellence. When we compare those stats to Sonia Bonpastor, we can surely see that our team is once again in the hands of someone who operates at a consistently high level. Now, Sonia has racked up 89 wins in 105 matches and has a staggering win percentage of 85%. As manager of Lyon, she won the Division 1 Féminine 3 times, the Coupe de France Féminine, the Trophée des Champions twice, and the UEFA Champions League once. What a managerial CV that is. So what else do we know about our new manager? In a recent interview, Sonia stated that for her, football is 7 days a week and 24 hours a day, but she would give 14 days a week and 48 hours a day if she could, because it is her passion. And we love this attitude. Sonia Bonpastor is renowned for her tactical adaptability, and last season I watched some of Lyon feminine matches in the Women's Champions League to get an idea of how she sets up and how she can turn games around with her tactical nous and her understanding of where the issues lie in game and in the moment. Now, on multiple occasions, I saw Lyon being bested for periods of play in the first half, but with tweaks, subs and tactical shifts, Bonpastor was able to turn the game around and come out with the win. This is exactly what we need at Chelsea, and we are clearly inheriting a high level of coach with Sonia, much like the levels of brilliance that we've gotten so used to at our fine football club. Sonia favours a 4-2-3-1, sometimes a 4-4-2 where required, and sometimes you'll see this shift in game, but a 4-2-3-1 is her staple, and it suits the players we have and the system we've used. We'll get more familiar as the season goes on, and we'll get a clearer idea of how her play style and approach plays out in the WSL. Sonia has already worked with some of our key players such as Bronze, Buchanan and Macario, and they've all won things together in the past. So this bodes very well in terms of manager integration and knowing firsthand what some of the squad are capable of already. Now that we've met our new leader, let's look at Chelsea's pre-season. Now, pre-season has been practically flawless, with 3 fixtures played against different levels of competition, and we learned a lot from each game. Firstly, we faced the 2023 champions of the NWSL to kick off pre-season, Gotham, and we came away with a 3-1 win. We looked organised, fresh, and controlled the game in every area, with 2 goals from Canarid and a goal from Aggie securing the result. Our second match was against Arsenal, which was always going to be a tough match and a good indication of how our team and management will fare against a bitter London rival. While this match was somewhat turgid, we came away with a win regardless of Arsenal's attempts to stifle the game and slow down the pace at every opportunity. Arsenal's approach was very negative, and thankfully we made them pay for that with a single goal from Baltimore. This was a good test for how WSL opponents will set up against us in the coming season, with their plan being to slow the game down, stifle our fluidity and break our rhythm as much as possible. Now, Arsenal are one of the best at doing this, so coming through that fixture with the win speaks volumes for what's ahead. Our final pre-season fixture was at home in Kingsmeadow against Feyenoord, who finished the 2023 Eredivisie in 8th place, and we ran riot. A relentlessly brutal onslaught from us saw Feyenoord fall to our sword 9-0, with goals from Baltimore, Ramirez, Nusken, Kaptein, Bright, Hamano, and a hat-trick from Aggie Beaver-Jones. Wow. Sadly for Feyenoord, after 29 minutes, they went down to 10 players after Selene Obispo was sent off after receiving 2 yellow cards in quick succession. We were rampant, relentless, and this result demonstrated exactly what might happen when we face the weaker teams of the WSL this coming season if they lose structure, focus, or a player. Overall, pre-season delivered exactly what we needed to see. 3 wins out of 3 against varying levels of opposition. In terms of standout players in pre-season, there have been a long list of performers, including new recruits like Baltimore. However, there is one player who shone in the absence of another, and that's Vika Kaptein. Kaptein has impressed. Sadly, Erin Cuthbert was injured in the first half of the match against Gotham and was seen on crutches after. We wish her the best for a speedy recovery, but Erin's injury gave us a glimpse of potential in a new partnership in the centre of the park between Nusken and Kaptein. Nusken, as we know, is an absolute baller and possibly the most versatile player at Chelsea and possibly even the WSL and beyond, with the ability to play as a striker, attacking or defensive midfielder, and also a centre-back. And we know Cuthbert, for several seasons now, for me, she's been the first name on the team sheet. Erin is the engine of our midfield, and under any other circumstances, I'd be concerned about the impact of her loss within the team. However, after watching Vika Kaptein, these concerns for me fall solely at the feet of Cuthbert's recovery, and less when it comes to the strength of our midfield. But get well soon, Erin. Vika joined the Blues on a 4-year deal towards the end of the 2023 summer transfer window from FC Twente, and then went back out on loan for the 23-24 season, where she played almost every minute of the campaign. She scored 4 goals and assisted 6, and she helped FC Twente lift the women's Eredivisie title. Kaptein is the youngest player to be called up for Dutch international duty at the 2023 World Cup finals in Australia and New Zealand at just 17 years of age. And 2 years later, she looks to be a shoo-in for the first team at Chelsea FC. No doubt every football fan who follows the WSL, Chelsea or not, would have been curious to see what the new Chelsea looks like under Sonia Bonpastor. And wow, any concerns we may have had were certainly alleviated with strong performances, great results, and many shining new additions, as well as continued excellence from those superstars we already know. With Sonia at the helm, more great things are sure to come. So there have been a lot of changes with the Blues since last season, so let's quickly go through those that have departed either permanently or on loan, plus the new exciting faces that have joined our club. So I have a list here. We see Ria Bose to Sporting Lisbon, Fran Kirby, wonderful Fran Kirby, to Brighton, Maren Mjelde, fantastic Maren, off to Arna Bjornar, Alsu Abdelina to Lokomotiv Moscow, Rihanna Blades to Burnley, Melanie Leopolds to Real Madrid, good luck Mel, Amelia Ajao to London City Lionesses, Nikki Everard to PSV Eindhoven, Jess Carter to Gotham, Becca Teal off to Lou, Katarina Svitkova to Slavia Prague, Helena Kankovic to Brighton, and Anne Katerinberger to Gotham FC. Good luck to all of you. Thanks for your service. So now let's look at the players that we've loaned out this season. Ashanti Akpan to Birmingham City, Greta Humphreys to Bristol City, Georgia Fox to Crystal Palace, Amy Claypole to Linkoping, Luna Ribeira to Paris FC, Lucy Watson to Southampton, Charlotte Wardlaw to Sheffield United, Brooke Aspin to Crystal Palace, and Veal Boerman, I think I've said that right, to PSV Eindhoven. And now for the new recruits at CFC. Vika Kaptein from FC Twente, Julia Bartel from Barcelona, Sandy Baltimore from PSG, Oriane Jean-Francois from PSG, Lucy Bronze from Barcelona, Luna Ribiera from Paris FC, Melis Mpome from Montpellier, and Veal Boerman from PSV Eindhoven.